Hello everyone, welcome back to our English class. Hope you all are doing fine. So in this class beta we will start with the new chapter number 12, active and passive voice. There are two ways to express an action of a subject in relation to its object. And that are two voices, that is active voice and passive voice. There are two ways to express an action. First is in the form of active voice and second in the form of passive voice. So what is active voice? A verb is said to be in active voice when the subject performs the action, when the subject itself is performing the action. Suppose example is given to us, the leopard chased the antelope. So leopard is the subject, chased is the active verb, and the antelope is the object. So you are able to see that the leopard is chasing the antelope. So leopard is the subject, so that means subject itself is doing the action. So this is known as active voice. An active voice is the quality of a verb that describes when its subject is acting out the verb. When the opposite is true, that is, the subject of the sentence is being acted upon by the verb, it is said to be passive voice. And when second thing, when the opposite is true, that is, the subject of the sentence is being acted upon by the verb, then it is known as passive voice. Example, the antelope was chased by the leopard. So the antelope is the subject and was chased is the passive verb. That means subject is not doing the action. Somewhere the object is doing the action, then it is known as passive voice. Now a sentence can be written in either active voice or passive voice without changing its meaning. When the verb is in a sentence shows that the subject is the doer of the action, the verb is in active voice. So obviously when the subject is the doer, when the subject is doing the action, then that verb is known as active voice. Example, children painted these children. So children is the subject and children is painting the pictures. So it is a active voice. James writes a letter. Now passive voice, when the verb in a sentence shows that the subject is not the doer of the action, the verb is in the passive voice. Example, the usage is, the doer of action is unknown. Second, the doer of the action is irrelevant. Third, talking about a general truth. Fourth, to emphasize the person or thing acted upon. Now generally you will find by in the sentence. It is a trick beta, that in the passive voice we generally find the word by, that this is done by the person. So whenever you see by and the subject is coming in the last of the subject, in the last of the sentence, then that sentence is in the passive voice. These pictures were painted by children. So you can see by that this work is done by such and such person. So were painted is the verb and by children, so it is a passive voice. Pictures here is the subject, were painted is the verb, and children is the object. In active voice, subject acts upon the object, but in passive voice, object is acted upon by the subject. Second, it can also be said that in active voice, subject does a work on object, while in passive voice, object is worked on by the subject. So only one thing which is main, you remember that in passive voice generally you see by in the object, that this work is done by so and so. And in the active voice, it is clear that when the subject itself is doing the action, that is the active voice. Third, the normal structure of an active voice sentence is subject plus verb plus object. It is important. Sequence is subject plus verb plus object. It is the sequence of active voice. And what is the sequence of passive voice? It is object plus verb plus subject. So this sequence is of passive voice. Clear? What is the sequence of active voice? Subject plus verb plus object, SVO. And what is the sequence of passive voice? Object plus verb plus subject, that is OVS. Fine. So now next, the real meaning of a sentence does not change if the sentence is expressed either by active voice or by passive voice, but the meaning in both the voices remains the same. Now, what are the rules for conversion from active to passive voice? There are certain rules that you can change a subject from active to passive or from passive to active. So, what are the rules which you have to keep in mind? So, first one is the subject and object are interchanged. First rule, that you change the subject with the object and object with the subject. They are interchanged. Second, the preposition by is usually added before the object, and by is added before the object. Third, the verb is changed to past participle, that is the verb becomes the past participle, that is the third form of the verb. Fourth, a new auxiliary is added to the past participle form of verb. Auxiliary means new helping verb is added to the past participle form of verb. Fifth, if the subject or the object is an active voice sentence, is a pronoun, it changes. Like I will change into me, I change into we change into us, you will remain you only. What are these? Suppose in active voice I word is used, but in passive voice you will use me. Sorry, not we, it is me. Okay. Let me write it again, just wait. Yes, so I will become me and we will become us, you will remain you only, he will become him, she will become her, they will become them, and it will remain it only. So on the left hand side, on this side, I have written all the words which will be used in active voice, and here I have written in passive voice. So this is the conversion. So I, we, you, he, she, they, it, these words are used in active voice, and me, us, you, him, her, them, it, they are used in the passive voice. So you always have to remember that if I is there in active voice, then you will change I into me in passive voice. Clear? So this is an important rule. Now next, sixth examples are given. I wrote a letter. It is an active voice, so we will apply the rules here. I is the subject, wrote is a verb, and letter is an object. So subject and object will interchange. So letter will take the place of I and I will take a place of letter. So a letter. Now wrote will turn into third participle, that is third form of verb. So write, wrote, written. So written will be there, and with written some auxiliary will be added. So a letter was written. Now in the last part, by will be added before the object, and this I will change into me. Just now we have done this one. So I wrote a letter will become a letter was written by me. Next example, he is reading a book. So he and book will be interchanged, and he will become him. Before him you will use by, and this verb reading will be changed into third form. So read, read, read. So read will be written, and it is in continuous, so you will write a book is being read by him. It is the rules of conversion for adding auxiliaries. Next one, sixth point. If the subject is an active voice sentence, is unknown or unimportant, such as we, they, people, somebody, etc. So by plus object is omitted. So sometimes it happens that we omit by plus object. Clear? If the subject is unimportant or it is understood, unknown. Example, we make butter from cow's milk. So what happens? The butter, we make butter. So this is the sentence. So butter and we will be interchanged. So butter and make will become made, with that auxiliary will be done. So butter is made. Now by us need not be mentioned. Why? Because obviously that this action is done by some person only and you are only doing it. That is why you are stating it. So no need to write by us. So simply we will write butter is made from cow's milk, because you are generally you are stating a statement. Clear? Now next, seventh point, if the verb in the active voice sentence has a modal in it, the verb is changed to modal plus be plus the past participle. Example, modal, you know, can, may, all these are termed as modal. Now Rajesh can lift this box. So it is an active voice sentence. Now in place of modal, the active sentence modal, the verb will be changed to modal plus be plus the past participle. So Rajesh can lift this box. So this box and Rajesh will be interchanged. Before Rajesh you will add by. Now can lift. So can is a modal. So in such a case, what you will change? You will add can plus be plus third form. So can plus be plus lift. Lift will become lift, lifted, lifted. So lifted. So this box can be lifted by Rajesh. Next, we should obey the rules. So the rules and we will become us. So the rule should be obeyed. So should be, should plus be plus past participle. So by us, beta, it is optional. So here the subject is irrelevant, is unimportant. So we need not write it. So the rules should be obeyed. By us is understood. So now next point, eighth, when there are two objects, so only one object is interchanged. Whenever there are two objects, only one object is interchanged, for and the second remains unchanged. Example, he told me a story. So me is an object and a story is also an object, but here me is an indirect object and story is a direct object. So what do? We will interchange only one object out of these two. So I was told a story by him, or secondly, a story was told to me by him. Second one is much better. So like how we do it, story and he will be interchanged. So a story and he will become him, by him, and told me will become was told to me. Clear? And in the first example you have changed me, so me will change into I was told a story by him. Clear? Now the table below shows how active verb forms is changed into passive voice form. It's different in different tenses. Now tenses we have done in the last video. So we have covered all the tenses here, like simple present, present continuous, present perfect, past simple, past continuous and past perfect, and simple future and future continuous and future perfect. So we have left all the perfect continuous tense. So here are the 9 forms of tenses. So let us understand how we do it, how we change it into active and passive voice. So first one is in simple present, he eats an apple. So an apple is eaten by him. Present continuous, he is eating an apple. So ing. In continuous beta, there is always the verb is used with ing form. Verb plus ing. So he is eating an apple, and in passive voice, an apple is being eaten by him. So whenever there is eating and a simple present continuous is there, so that will be changes is being plus third form of the verb. Third, present perfect, he has eaten an apple. So has eaten will become has been eaten. So an apple has been eaten by him. Past continuous, he was eating an apple. So an apple was being eaten by him. Next, future simple, he will eat an apple. So will eat will become will be eaten. An apple will be eaten by him. Next, future continuous, he will be eating an apple. So beta, of this sentence of active voice there is no passive voice. Next, future perfect, he will have eaten an apple, and passive voice will be an apple will have been eaten by him. Clear? Now some note is given, some of these sentences cannot be converted into passive form as sentences which are constructed using the verbs to be. So Hariharan is a good boy. Next, perfect continuous tense, that is in all the three time periods: present, present, past and future. So of all the three forms, perfect continuous tense we cannot make it into passive. My roommate has been copying my homework. Third, intransitive verbs like the baby sleeps, she has gone to the market. So all these cannot be converted into passive form. All right. So now we are over with the explanation part of this chapter, active and passive voice. Now we will be continuing the exercise part in the next video. Till then, you revise all the concepts that I have taught you in this video today, and take care, and thank you everyone. In the next class we will continue with the exercise.